Another co-teaching strategy is team teaching. But a couple tips of the trade. When we think about some of the barriers to co-teaching, we think about existing regulations versus class size, legal obligation to offer continuum of placements. There's also the lack of formal guidance and administrative leadership. There is need for long-range planning at the district and school level in order to support an inclusive model. There's local control or lack of buy-in on the part of the staff. There are fiscal challenges related to the adoption of a more staff-intensive model. There's lack of fidelity of implementation and monitoring co-teaching practices. There can be lack of teacher preparation at pre-service and in-service levels in the terms of the co-teaching model. There's lack of time and resources for ongoing personnel development. There's lack of time for collaborative planning. And sometimes there's lack of clarity regarding what is a highly qualified teacher. Those barriers shouldn't keep us from working and trying. For team teaching, the definition is a well-planned, team-taught lessons. They exhibit an invisible flow of instruction with no prescribed division of authority. Using a team teaching strategies, both teachers are actively involved in the lesson. From a K-12 student perspective, there's no clearly defined teacher, as both teachers share the instruction, are free to interject information, and are available to assist students and answer questions. When should we use team teaching? Well, when two heads are better than one, or experience is comparable. During a lesson in which instructional conversation is appropriate. Can use it in co-teaching situations where the teachers have considerable experience and a high sense of comfort. When a goal of instruction is to demonstrate some type of interaction to students. The amount of planning time is high, so there's some applications. In science, a teacher explains the experiment while the other demonstrates. In social studies, the teachers debate U.S. foreign policy. In language arts or English, the teachers act out a scene from a piece of literature. One teacher talks while the other demonstrates note-taking on the board. This co-teaching approach is affected more than any other by individuals' teaching styles. This is the most interpersonally complex co-teaching approach. Students do not learn at the same rate. That's a given. Periods of equal length from 10 minutes to 100 minutes are not appropriate for all learning situations. Education and educators are no longer dealing primarily with top-down transmission of the knowledge given by the expert to the inexperienced student. Schools are all moving toward a more constructivist lateral transmission model. For this, team members with different skills and areas of expertise are invaluable. Of course, team teaching is not going to solve everything that is wrong in education today, but it does teach life skills such as willingness to risk change and even failure, humility, open-mindedness, imagination, and creativity. Teamwork improves the quality of teaching as various experts approach the same topic from different angles. There's different theory and practice, past and present, or different genders or ethnic backgrounds. Teacher candidates can be observed, critiqued, and improved by the other team members in a non-threatening, supportive context. Working in teams spread responsibility, encourage creativity, deepen friendship, and build community. Some of the major problems that cause issues for effective team teaching are: number one, teams don't have adequate planning time. Number two, the responsibility of the team leader is not taken seriously enough, even by the leader. So if the teacher candidate is the leader, they have to have the consequences of a lesson that flops so they can understand the importance of planning. Teams of 4 or 5 are too large. It's hard to reach consensus and difficult with many diverse personalities. Teachers involved may not themselves be committed to change, which may cause a barrier to learning. Well, assessment can be done in a tag team approach. Same content, the lesson plan includes collaboration. There's agreed upon clues, pre-planning the assessments. writing down the different areas which students are becoming aware of. Then also, it's a very complementary teaching style, and so the assessments can be brought back and forth and worked on together, but you can see where the planning is important in this. In summary, the interactions in a co-taught classroom are unique to this teaching arrangement. Co-teachers clearly define classroom rules and responsibilities. Co-teachers' instructional interactions reflect their professional relationship. Co-teachers successfully maintain the instructional flow of the whole class by providing support to individual students. The curriculum in co-taught classes explicitly addresses academic, developmental, compensatory, and life skills and reflects the needs of students in the class. And co-teachers monitor their own efforts.